Dear Priscilla, in this week, Boyce, Camden, and I have worked with kids, and more kids. Monday morning, we worked at the daycare. The kids are crazy on Mondays because they have had the whole weekend to do whatever they like without any consequences. On Tuesday, we worked with both classes, the 4 and 5, and then the 2 and 3-year-olds. I got to work with a girl whom the teacher has told me is deaf. I'm not quite convinced that she's completely deaf, but she does have some hearing loss. On Monday night, I got to be a guest on a children's radio program done by David, one of the guys from the church. The station is locally run by HCJB, and it's broadcast into the jungle for kids who don't really have other forms of entertainment. It was the best day ever. I really think I found my place.
Es algo más a Cam, que tiene muchas ganas de hablar. Cam, ¿sí?
¿Y les gustó la comida del Ecuador?
¿Les gusta?
Sí, me gusta mucho.
¿La comida?
Sí.
¿Cuánto tiempo están aquí ya en Ecuador?
¿En cuánto tiempo?
Ajá.
3 meses casi.
Sí.
Sí.
Ok, van a estar 3 meses en Ecuador. Bueno.
Sí.
Hubo un montón de veces. Nunca pensé en lo que quería decir.
On Wednesday, we let the snake free into one of the jungle reserves around Shell. And then we went and had ice cream. This week I stayed at Gus's house, and on Thursday morning I was having breakfast when Gallo called. Plans had changed, and I needed to be at I-tec in 5 minutes to pack and leave for summer camp. Gallo didn't call the guys to tell them, so when I rang the doorbell at 7:30 a.m., Camden was a little bit confused. 10 minutes later, the 3 of us were on a bus headed to camp with 45 to 50 other kids. It was a 2-day camp led by the school that Gallo's church runs.
Estudia.
The kids were divided into 3 teams, red, blue, and green. I just so happened to be wearing a red shirt that morning, so I was obviously put on the red team. Though the camp was Christ-centered, the counselors/team leaders kind of pushed the kids really hard to compete, like a bunch of soccer moms, which is in part who they are.
I know the song.
Wild, hyper, sugar-high kids and our extreme tiredness, I couldn't help but notice the joy. The place hummed with it. The kids thrived in it. We helped out as much as we could, but in the end, we found it was best to just be there and embrace our inner child. Afterwards, we really needed some R&R, so we went on a jungle tour. Our guide Jorge took us to a waterfall where we went swimming, and it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Boy said that he felt 10 years younger after swimming and chilling out, and I agree. It felt like we were getting a fresh start there, for the training we have ahead. We hung out in some hammocks and looked at the Pollo River as it flowed into the Pazazda River. Happy Father's Day. Priscilla, I will see you next week.